Alright, so before this video gets started, guys, I do want to mention that we got some new awesome merchandise on the website. First off, this Super Fire t-shirt right here in a brand new color, the aqua blue. It's a Super Fire design, and honestly, this may be the last time that we drop this t-shirt right here. So once these are sold out, these are going to be history. And also, check this out. We got some custom stainless steel food grade bottle openers with Goon Squad engraved. This is our very first time ever dropping something like that. So this is all we got for right now. And for the people that wanted to get some hats that missed out last time, we restocked right here. You got the blue fade, you got the white camo, and also the red fade. These are super fire. They're gonna go pretty dang quick. So if you guys want to help support your boys, definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com. But as of right now, let's get this video rolling. Dang, son.
Dude, this turned out super.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we finally got this thing 100% wet sanded. So it's basically ready for some paint. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna try to get the whole entire Trackhawk painted here at the Goon Squad garage, which is always gonna be an awesome experience. But we still got a lot of work on our hands before we could actually get to that stage of spraying, because as you can see there's a bunch of Trackhawk parts all over the place. And there's probably a bunch of dust on the floor as well. So we're gonna be doing a lot of sweeping, a lot of cleanup, just to minimize the amount of trash that's gonna be in the clear coat. But before we actually do any of that, there is a couple touch-ups that we gotta do to the whole entire Jeep itself. Because I noticed something this morning, there is a little bit of shininess to the edge of that fender and probably a few other areas as well. So we just wanna do a double take just to make sure this thing is 100% ready to go. Then once that's done, we're probably gonna pull this sucker outside and start cleaning up the whole entire garage and getting this thing ready for some paint. Dang, son, that was a lot more final touches than I thought right there, but you know what? We had to get it right.
Oh yeah, we got it perfect everywhere. I think we're good now. And we even had to spray a little bit of primer here because it was like chips in the paint or something like that, and they were pretty deep. So we just threw some primer. We'll sand that out real quick, but the Jeep is basically done. We're probably gonna have to do a few touch-ups on the other parts, you know, the fender flares and all that
totally
stuff.
Forgot about that.
But right now, what are we gonna do? Jump inside, just completely clean it all up?
Dude,
because
we got a lot of cleanup on our hands.
We basically got the whole entire track parts in here. So we got a bunch of parts that we're gonna need to just place somewhere on the side, and on top of that, we're gonna have to just completely sweep this thing up. Maybe even bring a leaf blower or something like that.
Drive the Viper in there or something.
Just back it up, back it into each garage, and it'll just take care of all that. But anyways, what do you say? Just go ahead and get started, start pulling some parts out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start taking up that corner right there. Let's start taking care of that corner, bringing stuff out, and then we'll bring in the sweepers, the dust pans, and the leaf blowers.
Let's do it.
All right, so we finally got our whole entire area nice and clean. We did a bunch of sweeping, a bunch of moving of parts. We got all the parts stored away in a different location, but we went ahead and actually got a list of all the supplies that we need. We need a good bit of supplies because we do a lot of painting, so we run out of this stuff quite often. So I guess let's just run around to some stores and see if we can collect all this stuff. Got a whole drum right here. What do we got here? A drum, a 5-gallon drum of some camo.
Some general purpose lacquer thinner right there, man. We go through that stuff quick, cleaning our guns and all of our equipment, but that should have been cheaper right there than buying them by the gallon. We got some mixing cups, some paper, and some clear wrap for a vehicle.
We got foam tape, we got regular tape, we got all sorts of materials and supplies here, but we still need some clear coat, right?
Yeah, we're thinking about using some different type of clear, but we're just going through, they have like hundreds of different types of clear coats. Don't really want to switch up crazy right now because like he said, they're different types, you know, they shoot differently.
Yeah,
you know
every single clear shoots a little bit differently. And same with the paint. Same with paint, right?
Yeah, same with paint. PPG's personally my best paint that you can shoot. You know what I mean?
Best experience so far.
So right now we're actually gonna just go ahead and run and grab some Nason clear coat because we're just so used to it, and we're gonna be buffing the car anyways. And we'll pick up a few more things here and there, and then we'll head back to the house. Alright, so we are back from the store with all of our supplies. We even grabbed some stuff that we never used before, but we'll get to that once we're about to paint the Jeep. But as of right now, we even started making our makeshift paint booth here. As you can tell, we got our fan set up, shooting outside, and we even threw some paint booth filters here because these both fans are going to be running at one time while all the garage doors are closed, and we're going to have a window open up there, so it forms like a pretty big suction. So we had to put these filters here so no bugs, dust, or whatever from the outside gets sucked in here and lands on the paint. So I think this will work.
Dude, I think this is a legit setup right here, dude. We were painting some stuff like right here the other day without having the filtration system or having the filters like that or anything like that. And we had some decent turnouts, right?
Oh yeah, not too bad. Just a little bit of trash here and there. But as you know, we are
probably going to be buffing
Yeah,
anyways.
we're definitely going to buff the entire car because whenever you guys seen it, whenever we first got the car, the paint was just like glass, you know what I mean, from factory.
From where it wasn't damaged.
Yeah, from where it wasn't damaged. So even if we get a perfect paint job, we're still going to be buffing no matter what because we want to go back to that factory finish. But as of right now, I think we got a pretty dang good setup, man.
Dude, a dang decent setup.
All we got left is basically just tarp off that wall right there, tarp off. I mean, heck, we already took a lot of stuff out here. All we got to do is basically just tarp off that wall and a few other things, and we should be good, right? Time is creeping up quick with all these supplies that we're needing to grab and taping everything up. You know, it takes a good bit of time.
So. But we do want to paint like when it gets a little bit cooler in the afternoon, so it should be perfect timing.
Right now, I don't know, it's probably like 80 degrees, so in the afternoon, if it drops around 70, it'll be perfect. So let's go ahead, finish taping some of this stuff up, and then pull the Trackhawk in.
All right, so check that out, guys. We got all the bits and pieces, all those parts inside, got everything taped and tarped off. It is all looking good. We're almost ready to pull that Trackhawk in. All we got to do is actually sand a couple pieces over here that had some damage, that fender flare, the gas cap, and a little bit on the body, right?
Yeah, a little bit of primer on that door over there, but this stuff should go fairly quickly. And then next thing, we're gonna pull the Trackhawk in, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna pull that sucker in and start taping, which that may take a good bit of time.
Oh yeah, that's always the longest time, especially because we are painting the whole entire thing. So we're gonna be taping a lot of stuff, and all the windows are basically busted out of it or missing.
Removed, yeah.
We're gonna have to do a lot of taping, but we're gonna try to move as quick as possible. Time is just creeping up minute by minute. So let's just go ahead and finish this stuff in, and I guess pull the Trackhawk in and completely tape it up.
All right, so we got about more than half of the car already outlined with tape, or taped up if you will, but man, this is taking a good bit of time like we knew. But what do we do over here on this trim piece?
Dude, we taped it up as perfect as possible. That's as best as it's gonna get. I mean, you're probably never gonna see that tape line there, but we went ahead, got the whole front end, back end, the side. We just got one more side, right? So
exactly.
The driver's side is gonna be the only side that we got left. All these pieces over here, we're trying to sort them out as best as possible. Got these little trim pieces, that's probably how they're gonna stay. As for these pieces over here, we just need to find a room for the other flare because it's still out there. But other than that, as for the car itself, if you can't tell on the front end over here, we went ahead and actually threw on a front bumper because that's how we decided to paint it, because I believe that's just gonna be the best way and you're gonna get the best coverage, I mean blend and all that good stuff. And as you can tell, we are using some masking paper up here. This is like painter's masking paper, so this stuff actually like holds paint whenever you're painting and doesn't flake off and all that good stuff. And the reason why we're using that instead of this stuff, because this stuff is really thin, just flaps around way too hard, and you just don't want that up front. So wherever we can use this masking paper, we are going to use it on the car. But as for the roof and stuff like that, since we're not painting it, we're probably going to use just this clear stuff right here. Yeah,
just cover it right up, because a lot of you guys are actually asking about, or you guys wanted us to paint that black, so we're just going to go ahead with a black roof and a black wing as well.
Yeah, that's why we took the wing off. We're not going to paint it today. As you can tell, the rear trunk lid over here, we just taped it up halfway, so we're gonna just paint it from here down. All that stuff is just gonna go black like another day once we paint it off.
And as for the rear bumper, we're not gonna paint it on the car because when you throw it on the car, the actual lid like covers it up.
Yeah, so it covers about half this trunk lid up, so that would be the best way to paint it off the car. I mean, we got everything pretty much going pretty smoothly. I mean, it is taking a good bit of time, like you mentioned, but let's just go ahead and keep on taping, hopefully get this thing completely wrapped up, and then probably start waxing grease removing this thing. All right, so we finally got the entire Jeep taped up, and I gotta say, dude, that took a good bit of time to do that.
It definitely took a couple hours, but we finally got it knocked out. And as you can tell, this is not like we usually do it. We did the paper on the bottom half, and then we did the clear tarp on the top half. I think that's just gonna be a better method because you don't have that stuff flapping around at the bottom there. And also we're gonna try something different by actually rolling out the same white paper on the floor around the whole entire perimeter of the Jeep. That way any of this dust actually doesn't come back up, just to try to minimize that dust once again.
I mean, we're trying everything we can to just get as perfect as a paint job as we possibly can. Every time we paint in the garage, we find out better methods.
Exactly, yep, which is awesome. I guess that's the cool thing about painting here in the garage. You start learning how to make it just the best.
Hey, and the people watching, man, hey, you guys can do this yourselves. You can paint your own car in your garage if you want to.
Paint your own car in your garage, exactly. I mean, don't let anything stop you. We're doing it here at the Goon Squad garage. And also got everything set out how we want it. This is perfect how we want it right now. What we're gonna do is actually fire up the turbines, that one and this one, and then we're probably gonna wax and grease, and then we're actually gonna mix up some sealer. That's the new thing that we were talking about that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we're gonna be using some new kind of sealer that we got talked into. So
yeah, some red sealer. So
yes,
we usually use like some white or some gray sealer. This time it's gonna be a little bit different. I think it's gonna allow that undercoat to just, I guess, penetrate.
It's just gonna give us a good color coverage, you know what I mean? So everything,
that's the word.
You know how it's black and that's red, you want a good coverage, that way everything blends nicely and you use a lot less paint. So yeah, hopefully that stuff sprays down smoothly, because you know what, it's our first time using that thing.
First time trying it. So I guess let's just go ahead and roll out that white paper around the perimeter, wax and grease, remove everything, and then move on to the sealer. All right, so we finally got everything waxed and greased on the inside over there, but this is the new product that we were talking about, right?
Yep, we're talking about some red sealer right here. It almost looks orange, but I guess it's red. I don't know. What do you think? Is that orange
it's
or
kind
red?
of playing tricks on my eyes right now, especially with the LED. Kind of looks like a neon orange to me or something like that.
So it is a 3-part sealer. There's a hardener reducer. So hopefully we can spray. Well, I'll probably just do the rear bumper first so we don't really mess up or anything, because what if like we throw our base color and it actually like throws it off completely with the Jeep itself? You know, I don't want that to happen.
So that's exactly what this is supposed to do. As you can tell in the name, it's called Color Build. It allows for the coverage of the base coat to be better, right?
Oh yeah, it just basically throws red without using too much of your red paint. You know, you can get any color, red, white, or blue. You know, it doesn't really matter as long as your color is almost identical to this, but this is kind of far off, so I'm really not sure what to do.
This is our first time ever trying this, but you know what? I guess let's just try it. Probably.
If anything, I can use this white sealer right here, which always goes good. You know.
Yeah, white sealer always allows that true color to pop. You know what I mean?
What do you think? Should we do white sealer, or should we just send it with that red? Because
I say we just try the red, at least on the rear bumper.
All right, we'll try it on the rear bumper, see how it goes, and then if anything, we'll probably shoot white on top of it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
All right, so that orange sealer went down there. That was definitely orange looking on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, I just did a light coat on the front and rear bumper, and I didn't want to really spray too much of that stuff.
Yeah, but I think this orange might actually work good with the red.
Hopefully, actually, like this red actually covers it up, which I think it will, because this PPG is some really good stuff. You know what I mean?
And we do got plenty of it, so I guess we're gonna mix up a whole bunch of it. And what do you say?
We're gonna mix up. Well, I'll probably grab the paint in there. That way, I can mix in there, because the way we have to get in and out of that thing is actually through like a small tiny hole, and the more times we get out of it, the more bugs fly in there. So
it's like we invited the whole family of bugs or something, man.
Yeah, they're over there flying. I mean, I think they're just attracted to the light, so they're just crawling in every little like corner and stuff and getting in there. And hopefully, we don't get too much of them in our clear coat.
We'll take one or two.
Yeah, we'll take one or two.
As usual, we always take one or two for character.
Yeah.
But the third one's got to go.
Third one's definitely got to go.
But I guess let's just go ahead and mix up enough paint and start spraying the base.
Let's do it.
Alright, so check this out, guys. We're gonna have to do something that we really didn't want to do, but you know what? This is kind of the best option as of right now.
Yeah, we thought about this. We really didn't want to. We wanted to just go ahead and send it and paint this thing, but we are having a major issue with just a bunch of bugs. As you can tell, they're just flying everywhere.
These suckers are zooming, dude.
They're literally everywhere. I'm telling you, man. I don't know where they're coming from. They're probably coming from they're just getting sucked in through a bunch of cracks and everywhere, you know, because the garage doors, there's like some big old gaps on top of them.
So the problem right now that we're having is it is nighttime and there's a bunch of LEDs in here and they are just going straight to those lights.
They're attracted to it, yeah.
So I guess our plan is to pretty much just come in here tomorrow in the morning when there's a little bit of sunlight.
Yeah, when the sun's just coming up.
Just cracking through, you know?
Yeah, just crack of dawn, and we just come in here, make sure there's no more bugs. I'm sure whenever the daytime, all these bugs will just they'll just disperse, disappear. Hopefully, that's our plan. If not, we're just gonna tack cloth everything, and they should be gone by like 10 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, because base coat is not our biggest concern. We could throw base coat with there being bugs in here and whatnot.
Yeah, but they are landing on the base coat, and they're like drying out. They're like little fossils on there, and we don't want that because once you throw clear, you're never gonna buff that out. You know, it'll be embedded in there.
And then I've seen like a couple moths as well.
Some big moths.
That's
man.
where
Some
it gets dangerous,
moths.
man. Some mammoth moths. Yeah. So I guess as of right now, we're just gonna call it a night, and I guess what?
Catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. All right, guys, so it is the next day here. Now that the bugs are gone, let's go ahead and hop back in there and try to get this thing knocked out. Alright guys, so we are done throwing our base coat. Everything went down nice and smooth, no bugs. And now it is time to actually go ahead and mix up our clear coat. We got 3 cups here. We're gonna mix up as much as we can because we're gonna spray about 3 coats. So let's go ahead and mix up our clear coat, jump inside and spray our first coat of clear.
Son.
Dude, this turned out super good, way better than I expected. Yes, there's trash here and there, but there is no bugs. Have you seen any bugs on it?
I haven't seen any bugs.
So we are good, man. The whole entire Jeep is finally painted. We went ahead and tore it off around these edges right here. That way the paint doesn't dry fully and it doesn't peel off, you know what I mean? But dude, check it out.
Look at that color. Look how bright it is. It's a little bit brighter than the previous red that we had on here.
I mean, it's the exact color. I just believe that the newer, newer mixture and newer clear coat and all that stuff
just refresh.
It just looks a lot better, honestly. But dude, finally got this sucker painted up front here. It looks really good as well with the bumper. This is why we paint with the bumper on the car, the best thing to do, because
everything just blends properly, man.
But that's pretty much it for the whole entire Jeep. This side even turned out better than that side for some reason. I have no idea, but look how smooth that fender is, dude. It looks so super good all the way throughout. And this was the side that was actually wrecked, so this side almost looks like nothing even happened now.
But guys, that is pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. We're super happy to make it to this stage right here. This Trackhawk is gonna come together before you know it. But make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely be sure to give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. And also guys, if you want to help support your boys, definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com. We got some brand new t-shirts on the website, as well as some hats and a few other new products. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.